Hey all, this is Urs. We're gonna do something a little different now. I had a minor microphone malfunction, so I'll be doing this commentary post hoc. It's gonna be a little funny because I won't give you the normal stream of consciousness insanity that I normally do, but I will be trying to comment as much as I remember on my thoughts and feelings on this mission. So I got it all sorted. We should be back to normal programming the next episode, but for now, we had some technical difficulties. Anyway. I remember now, that's right, we're trying to bait out that last little sectoid before the cyber discs come a-knocking again, while keeping everyone on Overwatch and do that little Overwatch party kind of thing going the whole time. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is again, a little bit of that patience for this mission, just not to spawn too much. We shouldn't be altogether too worried anymore, because we have just sectoids to deal with, and then obviously the cyber discs, but we're going to keep the same strategy, hunkering to keep ourselves willfully blind, and also defend it against something comes up, and then overwatching on everyone else while keeping bubbles all steadied. And we're going to get, I'll give you, spoiler alert, we're going to finish the mission this episode, but there'll be a lot of stuff happening along the way, so hold on to your seat, man. This is going to be a bumpy ride. All right, steadying again some more, and we're going to keep that Overwatch rolling. We hear that little sectoid. We hear him, and I'm not really sure I'm gonna remember exactly how this all happened. So if I suddenly go, "Wow!" it's probably genuine surprise, and I'm not trying just to fake you out, because you know I'm doing this after the fact. So there you go. Those are my 2 cents. They're trying to fall back, are they? No, they're right there. Haha! Booyah! So we managed to bait out a little sectoid. He's sitting there with half cover. You know what that means? Oh, that means some death. We don't have any vision and no angles on him because he's sitting behind that full cover spot, so only McDowell can take the shot and ice that sectoid. With 92%, there's a high probability that little bastard's dead. There we go. So he's gone, as we are going to continue our noble quest to murder anything that's trying to murder us. And there's the drone. Not the most threatening thing in the world, but we got to get these puppies down, because once you start seeing drones, and remember there was 3 drones and 2 cyber discs in that pack. Once you start seeing drones, you know the cyber discs ain't far behind. And you do want to knock these little suckers down, because they can heal the cyber discs. And with 3 of them in the pack and 2 cyber discs for them to heal, and they do it from distance, it's a really, really freaking annoying. We're going to start pulling the highlighter back, because we're expecting some really, really, really nasty shit really soon. My dogs are expecting nasty stuff outside. They're getting aggressive already because they know the cyber discs are coming. But for now, we just got an angry little drone. So we're going to try to take drone number 2 down real quick. We do have vision thanks to the vision from highlighters. We're going to take a 74% shot with precision shot to extend the range, and we are going to completely freaking shank it. Hero drone to the rescue.
I'll get him next time.
Everyone else is going on Overwatch, and the question is, do we want to stay back with highlighters or keep forward? We're going to try to keep angling away here, I think. And hunkering just to be safe in case the cyber discs do come around and start leveling fire in our general direction. Again, since we know they're coming, we definitely need to keep bubbles on the steadying weapon side. Oh, we know it's coming. Oh, we know it's coming.
Hear that?
That drone, this is the bravest little drone ever. It's kind of like the bravest little toaster, except freaking worse, because it heals cyber discs. And Dark Initiative, not really connecting with a lot of those laser rifle shots. IR disappoint. What else we got coming here? Oh no. Oh no. What could this be? My guess is cyber disc. And boom, there's that ugly little bastard sitting there on Overwatch. So it's got Overwatch on pretty much just highlighter. So she's kind of in trouble. And he's definitely got elevated ground. So not really too good. And that's the Big Daddy cyber disc. And like Outsiders, I think those guys heal, if I remember. I didn't counter them once before in previous playthroughs. The big ones have a chance to have like the equivalent of adaptive bone marrow that they heal up just like Outsiders do. So we're going to focus on the drone, and damn it, there we go again. That drone, that is a hero drone, I'll tell you what. Damn it, exactly, that's what I said. Yeah, if we knock down a couple of hit points, remember, these things have massive armor too, so we take a couple of hit points down off of that thing, it's going to still be there. It's a 100% chance. And again, hero drone! I know, doggy. It's ridiculous. This drone, sorry, we got commentary from my dogs in the background, and I can't really stop this because I'm going to be completely out of sync otherwise. So you're going to have to deal with my little animals providing background commentary. That drone is coming in again, and it better die this time. And it takes Krungle. Krungle had to take a swing at that drone. That thing almost survived. One less damage, and that damn thing would seriously still be alive. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But now we've got that nasty, nasty cyber disc coming in, and this is just a beautiful sight. 7 damage thanks to heat ammo. Could have been 9, but we got a reduction of 2 damage, so that's fine. Van Doren got a nice early shot on that ugly bastard. And he's going to get a shot in the face for his troubles. But it missed! Oh! Every time those things open up and unleash, I quiver, because those things can one-shot dudes pretty easily. It's just scary. Scary. That cannon is very dangerous. And now they're basically trying to take out the people with heat ammunition, or heat warheads, or something. But I thought they were going after a Rocketeer, actually. I don't remember correctly. Look at that. They bombarded our scout. It looks a little thing. He's going to come up here. He's going to repair 2 health. And we got nothing but problems. So what we need to do now, the worst problem here is, again, we're out of ammo on Hex, but we've been steadying aim. We got the Shredder rockets ready to knock their armor down a bit. So we're going to rotate to make sure we got a decent shot. We're going to try to kill the drone and get Shredder up on both of these. And this, with only 1 tile of scatter, this should be an easy shot. And we were just crossing our fingers here, and bang! We got him. We got him. We killed the drone, so no more healing for the cyber discs from the drones, only the self regen. And we got some decent damage on them, and their armor is reduced. But you got to remember, cyber discs have a crap ton of armor. We got to do a lot of damage to these things, so we got to hit every single one of these shots and really make them count. And when they lock up like that, their armor gets bigger, so it's more of a difficult thing to take them down. But Krungle's got 2 shots, so Krungle gonna do what Krungle gonna do and take a couple shots of the thing. We also got to remember to get Highlighter the hell out of there, because otherwise she's gonna get killed. And we can't necessarily put her down the corridor like I wanted to, because that's going to get her flanked. And we also want to pull back Yoon, because she can't fire anyway. Might as well put her to a safer position. No sense leaving people in half cover or on top of these things any more than we have to. And Jolie, we may take him a shot, or we may have to use the smoke just to keep ourselves safe here. Remember, we still got explosives in Dark Initiative, but because these are flyers, it's unlikely we'll actually be able to connect with them unless they're low to the ground. The other one, the one on the left, we might be able to connect, but otherwise we may be in trouble. But luckily they're not on Overwatch, so we're not locked down. We have pretty much free movement. And the decision is going to be how best to kind of optimize... Yeah, I'm checking right there, checking the grenade range. How best to optimize our shots so we do the maximum damage. And we're probably going to have to bring our assault up with run and gun. The only cover he's going to have is that full cover down there. So we're probably going to need to move him out there. It's a little dangerous, but right now we need to make sure... We need to make absolutely sure we're able to kill everything we're looking at. So we're going to concentrate on the big one, since he's the one who heals. We already got him down to almost half. So let's get holo targeting up and a little more damage from Van Doren. Look at that. 8 damage could have been, but only 5 thanks to massive damage reduction. This is why high-level units are scary. Krungle, shot 1, 100%. 2 damage with 4 armor. 4! Here we go. Let's keep rolling. 0 damage. That's 4 armor. No damage. We rolled a 4 on a laser rifle. That is not what you want to see when you're trying to burst down a cyber disc that can heal itself. It's not what you want to see. And that's frustrating, because now I'm beginning to doubt we can do enough damage to actually take that thing down this turn. And we'll have 2 of these suckers still up, ready to murder us. So we're going to have to dash our assault in to a dangerous position. Not a great shot, but we got to see if we can take it, because at this point we need every bit of damage. Looked good, but just wide. Just wide. Target remains, which is a problem. So we're going to run our highlighter all the way out here to avoid her getting flanked, to decent cover, and we're see if we can take some damage on this thing. And again, look at that. 4, we rolled a 4 and 4 armor. We cannot kill it. So, yeah, these cyber discs, hella scary. That's why this mission is frightening. And if we didn't deal with those packs before these guys came in, you know how much trouble we'd be in? Mutons and sectoids making us panic and all this other crazy shit. So right now, yeah, our decisions are going from bad to worse. I'm deciding whether I need to throw smoke down there or throw smoke up here to cover ourselves. And I decided to go down there. They're both in full cover there, but they're from elevated positions and the close range bonus. So it's a little scary, but we very well may lose someone on this shot. Because we're all in half cover. Those things are flying. They have elevated ground, and we're just in deep crap. This is the only shot Dark Initiative can take, and it's a shank. Those 70% shots is apparently... That number 70 is cursed for Dark Initiative, because it cannot hit those for the life of them. So, kind of disappointed this mission, but here we go. And there's that last sectoid. He's like, I want to be part of the party too. But that's just kind of annoying, because if he makes us panic and we can't get our shots out, we're going to be in deep shit. Van Doren, they're going after the heat ammo holders. Look at this. Another shot, and thankfully, another miss. And again, here goes Van Doren. They know that heat ammo. They know that big gun. And Van Doren freaking dodging and weaving with that bald head of his. He repaired 1 health this time. So far, so good. So he didn't really heal that much. We have a good chance of getting him down. Krungle has a clean shot on him, but remember, when they're open like this, they take more damage before they close up and clam up. So we're going to have Van Doren take a swing at this thing and see if we can get some good damage, and that is a kill for the General. Booyah! That is 13 damage non-crit. We rolled high on that. We only did 10, but that was freaking enough. That was beautiful. Alright, so now we're going to do what we normally do and just unload the rest of our fire on that other cyber disc. And we got to optimize, make sure we don't lose anything. We're going to run our assault up, since he has the biggest gun right now after Van Doren. And I don't mean that like in a weird sexual way. Like, he has literally the biggest gun besides Van Doren. Do the most damage, and we have to get him close range to do it. So we're going to try to keep cover from all possible angles, rush in. Luckily, we didn't trigger anything else, but we assumed there were no more packs. And we can do 96% to hit. You never know. That is XCOM. Did a nice 10 damage, 3 absorbed by armor, even open. These things are freaking tough, man. Freaking tough. I'm debating throwing another rocket out there, but I think sheer volume of fire, assuming we roll even half decent, we should be able to get a nice kill on it. So let's get Krungle doing the work. 100% chance to hit, so let's just crank it. And there we go. That's what we needed to roll last time. We could have knocked that guy down. Had less likelihood to die, but luckily nothing connected, and that was just a small miracle. And boom! Cyber just goes down. Gonna blow up and damage that sectoid. Might give him another kill. Maybe a twofer for Krungle. But no, only 3 damage. But it blew off the sectoid's cover, so pretty much that kill is easy, and we're just gonna give Yoon the kill because honestly, like, no one else has ammunition. Might as well just kill the damn thing, call it a day, and go home. Then again, Bubbles has earned her shredder rockets. Let's give her that kill. Boom! Alright, we'll save our sniper for something more important. Something bigger, something angrier. And finally, that was a breather. See that? A complete frozen emotion. That was me taking a deep breath and going, we might be out of the woods, because we took down 2 packs in completion now. We got all the mutons before, now we finished the last sectoid. We got down 2 cyber discs and all their drone buddies, and we actually did not take any casualties. So, no KIAs, no permanently dying, and we are out of medkits, so if someone dies, or someone starts bleeding out, rather, someone dies, they're dead, but if someone starts bleeding out, we can't save them. Because we took some damage early on. If I didn't take that damage on the assault, we would have had an extra, but, you know, at this rate, he's kind of in a high-risk role. We gotta be careful what comes up next, because he could easily die. So we had to keep him full. Because we can't run him next to Cyber to expect him to live. But you saw how short the alien turn was there, right? And that means, I think, that there really are no more packs on the map. But we're still paranoid as hell. This is Long War. We're still paranoid, so we're going to still run somewhat in cover, because you never know if something just got activated. This map is a little wonky sometimes with the activations. You cannot see something and suddenly it'll crawl up. I remember the original battleship mission, the vanilla enemy within, so non-Long War battleship mission. At this point, when you got to these doors, through the left door, there would always come a cyber disc that was already active. You didn't have to trigger it. So basically, you cleared this room, you moved to that door, and after 3 turns, that thing would come through, more or less. And it was a good rule of thumb to finish the mission, because usually when you're running this thing, kind of like now, cyber discs are still a real threat. You don't have, well, in Long War, it's a little different, but let's just use Long War terminology. You don't have Gauss weaponry, which reduces damage reduction. Luckily we had a lot of people with heat ammunition on already, because we kind of saw cyber discs already, put us on notice that we're probably going to see some here. Your armor is probably still not where you want it to be, so you can't really tank a direct hit from a cyber disc without dying horribly. So those were scary. So when you did this mission back in Enemy Within, you knew to expect that. You just put everyone on Overwatch. You set all your heat ammunition people with vision of that door. You put your shotgunners up front, even though they would take explosive damage, and you knocked that sucker down in one go. And usually that worked. Sometimes you got hit, but then you could usually stabilize or maybe keep someone alive. So usually that worked out pretty well. So I am still not convinced we're in the clear, even though the alien turns are pretty much non-existent right now. So my guess is we just have drops to worry about once we start diffusing more of these power cores. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to start using yellow moves now a little more aggressively, because I'm not sure if the drops get worse the longer you're on the battleship, and I don't necessarily want to risk that. The longer we're here, the higher chance someone dies, so we're just going to try to burn through this mission as fast as possible, deactivate all these power couplings, and then get the hell home. Because we took down 2 cyber discs without losing anyone, despite Van Dorn. Like, literally, you could hear the bullets zinging past his bald head as he was crouching there in low cover. But, you know, that whole will to survive thing, getting damage reduction and a little more, I don't know, that really shouldn't have determined whether you got hit or not, but, man, the will to survive, yo. Van Dorn, keeping it good. And luckily, like I said, we didn't lose anyone, we got those 2 guys down, and now we're just kind of trying to cruise. And again, the alien turn was not existent there. So now it's pretty safe to keep kind of booking toward the power node. As we get closer, we should probably expect a drop. So we don't necessarily want people just completely blank. We really want people still kind of watching for fire, ready to overwatch if need be. But like I said, we don't want to crowd the doors. These are only 1-tile doors, so we gotta move the people forward that we need to, and keep everyone else on alert.
On the move.
On Van Dorn. Oh, Van Dorn doing good. Van Dorn getting ready, because he has the heavy weapons. So we're gonna sprint them guys up. Julien would block the door with this move, with his yellow move, so we're going to put him right on this side and just keep him in full cover in case something does spawn up there. And again, we're going to keep moving as far as we can. Those people with less movement, like Dark Initiative, we're going to keep dropping on the side of the door, and so as not to interfere with the deployment of our rest of our squad. But this is, again, we're being less patient now because we kind of want the mission to be over at this point. We did the nasty already. We did the 2 cyber discs and we survived, and that's something to be proud of. I'm really happy that we could be patient enough. And again, another reason why patience is so important in Long War. Just, you can't risk it on a long mission like this. And this is when I got pissed. I went, there was no alien turns, and suddenly, there's something active behind me. Something active behind me. And now I'm kind of going, can I peek and see? Did I remember a drop around here? I'm trying to jog my memory, but I don't think there was. So I'm a little worried, and I remember, at this point, I go, you know, back in the day, they had that random asshole cyber disc show up. So I'm thinking, what if there's another random asshole cyber disc? So now I start going, well, I can't ignore that contact. Obviously there's something. We left him like this, potentially flankable because we were pretty far away. But everyone else is going to take cover here. And like I said, you know, last time it was a cyber disc. It was an asshole cyber disc. So could there be another asshole cyber disc? We can't neglect this possible contact. We're going to try to get everyone in cover. Steady the rocket just in case there's something nasty coming down. And I'm really hoping it's like a chrysalid or something. I mean, yeah, the days you hope for chrysalids, that's a thing you probably never expected to see. But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping it's a chrysalid that we can just, you know, have it run into our warm Overwatch embrace and just annihilate the damn thing. But I am worried. I'm worried that it is a cyber disc or something really, really nasty. So we're going to keep some of our guys on Overwatch, but we're not going to worry about too much. We're going to keep defusing these things, these power conduits, just to kind of get the spawns active. Doggy, I know. I'm tense too. Kind of get these spawns active and see if we can keep progress with the mission a bit. Yep. And sure enough, Bradford goes, there are drops coming! And we go, yeah, of course there are drops coming. See how annoying the Long War drops are? Long War drop goes, weep. On the high ground, don't like that at all. And again, here on the high ground, there's a sectoid drop. So they're going to get flanking, potentially elevated positions on both of us. So there's really no great place for cover right now. And we also have to worry about the thing coming in from the other side. We're not sure where it's going to come in and how. We're going to put Krungle up by the door to take a peek, and we do not see anything. So, I mean, so far so bad, I guess. Nothing there. But we are concerned, we are cautious, and we got to keep an eye out what the hell might be coming out of there. And like I said, I want to keep everyone in cover from that potential angle that we saw the sound coming from. There is a thin man up there too, so we got to watch out for that. So he doesn't get an easy flank on us, because that would just be awful if we just get, after all this with the cyber disc, we get killed by a thin man. And again, I'm moving the guys who have low profile, sorry, ladies who have low profile. Both of them are very much fighting women of XCOM. That have low profile into the front half cover positions, so I'm less worried about them going out. I'm going to leave my assault back here, hunkered, in case the sectoid comes in. And if we see the sectoid, that assault can just run in and pop him in the head. We can guaranteed one-hit kill on it. So he's going to be there for sectoid cleanup duty and kind of hunkered against whatever else may come. We're keeping our guys in cover. I was going to move Yoon up, but I said if we get flanked through the door, we don't want to lose our sniper. She's very veteran. I mean, we can't really lose any of these folks. They're like our best, effectively. This is our A team, and any losses here would just be truly damaging for the whole Overwatch for the whole XCOM squad. As we put everyone to Overwatch and expect hell to rain down on us between the Thin Man, the Sectoid, not so much the Sectoid, but whatever the hell's coming here. And sure enough, and this is when my heart just sank. I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. We knocked down 2 cyber discs, and the game was like, hey, you know about those cyber discs? I bet you like them. You want another one that you didn't expect and that's already active? This is when Lung War just kind of looks at you and goes, piss off. So we got 1 shot down from our sniper. We missed 2 shots, which sucks. But again, the cyber disc is still active, and now we have a problem because there's an active cyber disc. And here I'm hoping maybe it won't shoot, and then it unfolds. It takes a look at our Rocketeer, and that is a 10 damage shot. She had 9 health, and again, through cover, she had cover, it wasn't a flank, we lose a veteran trooper. Nothing we could have done. We could have just, frustration. And what I think made this worse, honestly, was if we had a backup medkit, I didn't make a stupid move with the assault, we could have stabilized her, and we could have still used her in the XCOM squad, but as it stands, Bubbles is bleeding out. Our Rocketeer officer is bleeding out on the floor, and we are absolutely powerless to do anything to save her. At this point, I got pissed. Like, honestly. I was like, you know what? We're going to go balls to the wall and knock this sumbitch down for Bubbles, because this crap is not cool. We do not do that to our Rocketeers. So, 88%, we're going to let Van Doren unload. Van Doren's pissed, too. He got a nice 10 damage on that, 2 armor, but that thing knows it's dying. It's going down. It could roll some high armor shots, but we have so much volume of fire right now that we are relatively certain we're able to get it. Now I want to get Krungle in for a good aim, and look at that. So much for volume of fire. I went, you gotta be kidding me. Like I said, sight angles are a little wonky here, so I was very set. But Hex still has a good shot, so she's going to take a nice swing. And we got pretty decent calculation. 5 damage, not the best strike rifle can do, but only 2 on the armor, so we did a good 3. It has 3 health left. I have a couple of shots remaining. We took care of both the Sectoid and the Thin Man drop. So now we just got to deal with this freaking cyber disc that already took the lives of one of our operatives, or forced it to bleed out, but effectively, thanks to our lack of medkits, took the lives of it. And Jolie, again, I miscalculated where the sight lines were, so now I know I have to be in the middle here to get a sight on this thing, so we only have 2 shots left. We got to get a clear angle, and this is pretty much the only sight line I thought we could use. Highlighter going to go in for the kill, and she just freaking delivers. Boom. 3 damage, 2 armor, but that ain't going to save you, and it's gone. Unfortunately, so is Bubbles. It was just... That's just sad. It's really a waste of a good operative. Some bad luck through cover. It was half cover, but I was hoping, you know, with half cover and the damage reduction from the cover, and she had decent hit points, I thought, you know, she might be able... She's one of the few that could tank it. She had phalanx on, so there's a high probability she'd actually be able to handle a shot. But it did exactly 10 damage, which was enough to kill her through cover, which gave her 1 damage reduction. So, again, frustrating, kind of just like our scout. We had him in cover. He took 9 damage, 8 hit points, 1 damage reduction, and that was it. So we've lost a veteran and an officer on this mission, but now we are extra angry to get this thing done. Just knock down these power conduits and just go home. That's the goal. So we're going to kind of rush to the other conduits and bum rush them. Don't really care about the drops. We'll knock them down if we need to. We'll consider them in our choice of cover. But right now, we have 3 conduits remaining. The patrols are gone, effectively. We know that. We cleared all of them. So just whatever drops out of the sky, and maybe any more cyber discs they might throw at us. Ugh. Yeah, losing a senior operative like that is just really... It hurts. It hurts your long term. We don't really have any Rocketeers that are anywhere close to the level expertise that Bubbles had. She had pretty much everything we needed. She had Shredder. She had Heat warheads. And this is the turn that Bubbles expired. And all the way from the other end of the map, Dark Initiative panics to see a dear friend go down. So, Lieutenant Chernova, Bubbles, Maya Malinkaya, she is gone. Irinka is no more. Moment of silence, we move on. Yep.
Affirmative.
Oh, God, I wish I brought one more medkit. Just one more medkit, right? I brought extra flashbangs. I thought it'd be more close-range stuff, and man, you know, these little gearing decisions. At the end, you're just powerless to stop someone from bleeding out. Just really, it's rough. It's rough. But like I said, could have gone the other way too. We could have an extra medkit. Maybe the guy would have missed. We got lucky on the 2 cyber discs in a way. Van Doren was taking 3 shots to the face, and he avoided all of them. I mean, it's only fitting, I guess, that we took one, and that was really unfortunate. The RNG does kind of roll that way sometimes, not because it's a gambler's fallacy, but because, you know, every independent action is calculatable independently, but if you look at the long term, you look at multiple things in a row, the further you go, the less likely it is that you're going to go out without a casualty. The law of large numbers kind of thing. Eventually, you're going to get shot. And this time, it happened to a really, really good member of the group, so I'm kind of sad. But again, like I said, if we lose any of these folks, we'd be in trouble, so I'd probably be saying this about every single operative here. So we got the conduits down, and of course we got another drop coming. We got a Thin Man sitting out there, and another annoying high-end Thin Man drop on high ground. And we've got a Muton in the back, because those aren't annoying enough when they're in front of you. So we got a missed Overwatch with our shotgun. And I have to say this was a surprise, because it's actually a 96% chance to hit that we missed the first time. Not the second time, though. That's a critical. That's for bubbles right there. 10 crit to the face. So we're going to see if we can take a look at this little Thin Man that spawned over there and maybe kill him before we move into the room. And we cannot, because the sight lines. So what I decided to do was pretty much rush units forward to the... to that with lightning reflexes. We're going to get Highlighter, who's already a little low on health. She's going to dash through between lightning reflexes, which is 90% less chance to get hit, and a dash, which reduces that even further. I mean, this Thin Man, like, he would literally need to be shooting gold in order to get her. And there's no way he can hit her, because she already teleported there. You see that? You didn't even see her move. That's how fast she is, or the game glitched. One of the two. Either way, she didn't get hit, and she's in full cover behind the node, ready to depower it. Krungle's going to come up and wish that Thin Man a very long, painful death, or just a quick shot of a laser to the face. That's likely what's going to happen, actually, because Krungle's going to come up and take vengeance on this poor bastard. 100% chance to hit, so that's why we bring Krungle along. Gone. No more. Alright. So, all the drops are taken care of except for the Muton, but at this point, he's going to take a while. He's kind of a big lumbering oaf. So he's going to take a while to get to us if he decides to constantly double move. But usually they're pretty careful. Mutons aren't like floaters that are turbo aggressive and they just charge you. They only do that if they think they can kill you. So we're just going to dash everyone into better cover in this room. Doggy, I know.
On the move.
Away from the Muton. So he's going to have to go through a strong position on our end to try to get at us. And here I'm thinking we are home free. I'm thinking we're home free because all we got to do is deactivate these power pylons, and we're good to go. And that should be easy, right? There's not much going. But we didn't deactivate this. We got another drop coming in. And guess who it is? That's right, yet another Thin Man! Oh, I love those guys. But it's only one. So the aliens are kind of running out of dudes, and I'm assuming there's no vision on our assault, so I'm going to rush him back as well. Dashing just to be safe, to be absolutely safe. We're going to put him back as far as we possibly can so the Thin Man can't really get a shot at him if he does move up. And we're going to rush Julien over there to take care of that other node once we're ready to depower it. We're going to keep sentries on the door in full cover. That's Hex and a Gunner. Those are 2 big damage units with the sniper rifle and the saw, the squad assault weapon. A lot of good damage, so anything comes through there is going to get chopped to pieces as we move in here and take a claim on these power nodes. So we're going to disarm that in a second. And then I decided, you know what? We can use explosives on these. Screw it. Let's just end the mission now. Forget about the Thin Man. Forget about the Muton. We're going to bring the sucker down. We're going to take care of them later. We're going to bring in reinforcements and just sweep it for those 2 guys. So we should be good. One more to go, and this is what I'm going, yep, the mission's over. That click is the end of the mission. And I went, ah, crap, it's not over, is it?
We have a new objective.
And yeah, so, using HE, thought it was over. We still got to kill that Thin Man and the Muton. So now, I'm a little worried, obviously, because we still don't know if there are more drops incoming the longer we're on this freaking battleship. But luckily, the Thin Man decides to run into our faces, and he gets a face full of laser for his trouble.
Enemy is still alive.
That's the lowest roll we could have possibly gotten on the saw, but it was enough. So yeah, no more Thin Man. But now we got a problem, because if you remember, going through this position, the only reason we survived and made it this far because that position back there is full of high ground advantage. And you know where the hell that damn Muton decided to set up camp. Yep, on high ground. So he can watch us with his laser rifle and just annihilate us as we come through the door. So I decided to use this bi-direct... This is going to sound so freaking pretentious. This bi-directional breaching strategy. But yeah, we're going to take him from both sides. So if he's cheating to one side, expecting us to come, we can draw his fire from one side with some dash moves and then come around the other on a close flank. We're going to see if we can come around with our assault and our sniper from a little bit of high ground on the sides, get squad sight, and maybe take him out that way too. So every little bit of support, and we're not sure where he is right now, so we're going to still using some gold moves, some blue moves to stay on Overwatch to watch out. And we do want to keep moving a little quicker now too. I would be doing this much safer if I knew there were no more drops coming in, but I don't know that. Again, this is the long war version of the mission. We had nasty cyber disc packs, and we even got a rogue cyber disc that took out one of our operatives. So right now, I'm not taking any chances. So the only people that are moving forward into half cover with yellow moves are people who actually have low profile, that can take low cover and still be okay. So we're going to, again, shoot our assault all the way over here. We're going to dash to these doors with both our engineer and our medic, because this is full cover, and this is relatively safe, so even if the Muton takes a shot, I mean, it can kill either of these through full cover, but, I mean, I can't just avoid the Muton. We're going to have to go in. And this is why, you know, even more now, Carapace armor looks like a priority right after advanced aerospace concepts. We need better armor, because we're taking more damage, and we're being careful, but, you know, like I said, a bad luck shot like that does just enough damage. We've lost 2 operatives like that already. Decent veteran operatives, not just rookies that were just like, okay, well, he's expendable, it's okay, it's sad, but... You know, it's the cost of war. No, these were actually really good folk, and we just lost them because we didn't have enough armor and or enough medkits. So now we gotta really prioritize that research. I was gonna go for alien computers and the Seeker autopsy for that aerospace upgrade, but with the laser cannons should do us okay with the extra interceptors that we ordered, and we're gonna delay that until we can get advanced body armor, because Carapace is gonna be important. For the Exalt missions are gonna get worse. And especially with the 4 operative missions, we need more armor to be able to tank some hits. Because you're going to get hit. There's no way around it. You're going to get hit on those missions. And a little bit of armor would have gone a long way.
That's affirmative.
But yeah, so no sense crying over spilled milk. Again, we're trying to be careful here to balance aggression with motion. And also just to the point where we can get this over with. Because still, I'm not sure if there are more drops coming in while we're still on the ship. Because remember, at the beginning, we weren't anywhere close to nodes and stuff started dropping, so it could be a couple turns out of contact. We're going to start getting deployments. So we're going to keep moving aggressively around the corner. Our doggies are urging us forward. I'm really sorry. That's been like the 5th time those guys have gotten ballistic this recording. There's apparently something very, very angering outside, and they're very, very loud about this. But now you really get to know what my dogs sound like, so there you go, huh? Go figure. Very angry doggies. But we're going to keep rushing forward with our assault for the interest of potentially... spooking and surprising that nasty little Muton if he's in this territory. But it kind of looks like he's not there. We don't see him. So we're going to keep dashing yellow moves to make this go just a little bit faster. Because now I'm expecting a drop at any minute. And we need to keep vision and with few folks on Overwatch so we don't get taken by surprise. And again, the low profile ones that we have are going to be doing most of our scouting work. They're going to see if we can see that bastard. And my guess is he's sitting there in Overwatch just waiting for us to commit to a position and just take us out. So we're going to take a yellow dash potentially or just stay to cover. And again, balancing defense versus how quickly we can get through the mission. And I'm going to take the defensive part because, like I said, I'm paranoid. This is long war. Bad shit happens in long war all the time. And if you're not careful, it's just going to eat you alive.
Clear to engage.
So we want Krungle up at the front. This is not the best move. But we want to make sure that we can get a good shot on this. And there he is. Sitting on Overwatch like a smug little shit that he is. So we found him. He's on the left side. So now we know that we can... This is the close contact side. We know if we can get Hex up to that little platform, we may be able to sneak a shot around the side of that giant doorway. So it might be a good shot. But for now, to keep McDowell alive, she only has 5 hit points. We need to hunker to make sure we don't get hit. We're going to keep Krungle an opportunist in case that guy comes in. And the general will get to full cover and get ready to suppress if he can, if the guy does move aggressively on us. But right now we're expecting a grenade, which is part of why we're hunkering. It'll mitigate some of that damage, give us a little higher defense. But wonder of wonders, he didn't actually fire, he didn't move aggressively. The problem is, though, we don't know where his Overwatch is, so we're going to peek in with Highlighter and see where the Overwatch is sitting. And again, she's the best candidate for this. Lightning Reflexes makes this a lot easier. And there's the Overwatch. So here we pray it misses, because on a 5 hit points, even a graze will get her. But 90% reduction in damage, 90% reduction chance to hit,
Yes, Commander.
activated, and we got away with it scot-free. The problem is now we don't have any vision on the guy. None whatsoever. So we're going to move Hex forward and see if we can't clear this out. And I thought this was cover, really. And then I realized I left her out in the open. So now I go, oh, shit.
Location confirmed.
So I wouldn't normally dash Van Dorn up like this without a shot. But I need to give the Muton, if he does decide to move for that door, something else to shoot at. I don't want to lose my sniper. She's very fragile. Van Dorn has a bit of a tank to him, and since he is in cover, he does have that extra damage reduction from the will to survive that he has. So I like that promotion. Not the best promotion. It could be argued there's a lot of better promotions to take on gunners, but you saw how much that guy got shot at, right? Like, without will to survive, I think he'd just be dead meat a long time ago. Here I'm hoping, I was hoping Dark Initiative get that door in full cover. We can't do it. We still have that one Muton. And he does have elevated ground. I maybe, you might be saying like, wow, you're really thinking about this, huh? I am, because Mutons on elevated ground, extra aim bonus, they already have pretty good shots, and they've been capable of knocking us down through full cover already. And we already lost an operative to that, despite us going, yeah, there's no way we're going to die. So we really got to get that guy down. Our dog is cheering us on very, very aggressively. I'm not sure what she's barking at. I hope it is trying to tear down my house, because otherwise it's getting a little ridiculous. I'm sorry for that constant tension in the background, but hey, it only adds to the drama, right? It adds to the drama. So now we know we've got this guy. We know we've got him. He's pretty much got nowhere to run, and we can knock cover down because look at that. Dark Initiative is right there with an HE. So we're just going to run up, roll up, knock that thing down, and call it a freaking day. Come on now. And this is where we try to get the aim. We don't really care about doing too much damage to him. And normally I try to move this off to the side because sometimes the calculations get a little wonky when you drop it right on top of them. But I'm just trying to break the cover, so I'm just going to drop this here. Bang. No more cover. And then the Muton disappears. Yeah. What the hell happened there? I'm not sure. That was a glitch. I'm kind of looking at him like, I blew up his cover. He should be more visible, not less. But for some reason, Muton up and disappeared on us. He just freaking disappeared, which is really weird. But we're going to take a peek with Van Dorn, and there he is. So now we got to decide who wants a promotion. We know Hex already got a promotion this game, so we don't really need her to promote. Krungle is already way up there. We don't necessarily need another promotion on Krungle because he's already really strong. And 91% chance. Get a clean shot, clean kill on him. So we're thinking Medic, Van Dorn, maybe our Assault can take a swing, but if we miss the swing, we're getting running gun prepped on him just in case. But I'm thinking maybe we need our Medic back. Maybe we need Dark Initiative to do it. And ultimately, I think I just picked someone and took a shot because at this point, it's the end of the mission. I'm trying to savor the fact that this is almost over. But man, it's gonna be a rough one. I'm just gonna take the shot, probably with Van Dorn. Yeah, there we go. Let's let the general clean up. 86%, big gun to the face. Good night, Muton. And that's the end of the mission. We got Van Dorn screaming in our ear. We got our dog barking nonstop for some apparent reason, and it is officially under XCOM control. Yeah, haha, Bradford. You know what happened this mission? We lost Bubbles. We lost Bubbles. How could you make a joke at a time like this, you ass? All right. Anyway, long, quiet flight back on the Sky Ranger to XCOM HQ. Just nothing but sadness. Nothing but sadness in our hearts for our KIA. And we're going to have to reset the timer on missions without KIAs. Bubbles, you'll be remembered. We got some wounds. Got a promotion on Hex. That was a hell of a mission. It was 3 episodes long. And those were long episodes, too. But we lost one of our best. Bubbles will be remembered in the memorial. KIA. Damn shame. And now we got to think about training up some extra Rocketeers. And again, I'm starting to think what promotion to take on Yoon, but that's a question for another day. We're going to sit back. We're going to lick our wounds a bit and, move on with our lives. Wipe away the tears, but look at this. King's Ransom with all the carcasses and corpses we pulled back. 105 alloys and Illyrium. even those 2 extremely valuable fusion cores, one of the few things you could actually make blaster launchers and the fusion weapons on aircraft with. So, really nice haul of stuff. Cache of new technology supplies is in XCOM hands, but I have been Urs. Thank you so much for tuning in this time. I will see you next time. Till then!